ahead there, and the rest of NXP, they're trying to get ahead as well on the other side of the map because of that.
Look at that. They actually sent Renegade to assist this. They know there's a Natalia.
Yeah.
If you got 4 members hovering on this
Good luck getting in.
Good luck getting in, and actually you'd have to reconsider. But if it is Grid, I think he will.
He's gonna go.
He's gonna go for it.
He's gonna go around the long.
He's gonna go around it. He's gonna try to land the retribution, probably.
So right now, even now at this point, you
Yeah.
can already see the difference between the two Natalia players that we saw today and yesterday, right?
At this point, you know where Grid is? Not on that triangle brush.
Nope.
He is actually on that
the left side, the
most side brush. That you can it's fresh. It's just fresh from yesterday.
Yeah, you can really imagine. Going to be a dive on the Renegade. So much crowd control that he can not deal with, and first blood going over the BSB.
No backup coming in for Chester as he got body blocked by Cap.
That's gonna be one of those, not gonna be that mid lane Cho support. He's gonna be one of the super fighter Chos on the sides. That will limit them a lot.
BSB is overstaying here.
Yep, BSB is a little bit excited on the top lane. They're trying to bank on Drix, but he's arriving a little too late. But at least Yaoi is going to be the only one left, so he cannot fight a Yi Sun-shin 1v1 for sure.
BSB overstaying here.
That's still an overstay.
They're still overstaying.
Still overstaying. They're not done.
Yeah, they're not done. Actually,
what the heck?
A lot of time brought here. Drix at least would be able to walk away. Nice backup by Ana. We have a full-blown brawl happening here. Down for the top and now going and transitioning towards the mid. Wallace wings by wings. Chester with the auto attack gets sustained by a Shunpo.
Shunpo blocking in time here. And because of that, Ana will survive. Good game sense, but again, they are only suffering from a loss.
Ana Cho, God.
Ana Cho, man.
Yeah, Ana Cho, man.
Ana Cho.
Probably the best Cho player that we have right now for Season 6.
I would say. So we're going to keep our eyes on Ana's performance, even if they do lose, which is starting to look like it's a good possibility. I would still say BSB has ways to go around this. Yeah. We saw that this happen. We saw a team that has a Yi Sun-shin play super conservative, and they won. That happened last game with NXP. And they can still do this. BSB can still win if they can make sure that Drix is better on Drix stays safe on the Yi Sun-shin.
Yes, in terms of trade, in terms of full-blown fight, you can actually see how NXP do falter. But again, it's a classic. We have mid-game, early game, where the control is out of NXP. But look at the consistency again of H2. Old story here. That's going to be the security of the turtle by Renegade with that Dairot.
Yep. Dairot is now a pretty scary damage threat. And
he got the turtle buff.
Yeah, and you cannot ignore that anymore. Now they need to hunt him down. Maybe they need to shut down that turtle buff.
Yeah.
It's going to prove difficult.
Look at that. Look at that. Renegade is trading with Wilson up top. Maybe off onto the camera, but it doesn't matter. Ana here might be the next target. It will be the first kill secured here by H2. They are not yet done. Going for Trevor. It would fall back, gets greeted by the Blood Floods, and there is the turtle buff.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we're talking about.
Renegade against Wilson. Renegade diving in. Very explosive!
Reaching to fight.
Yeah.
This is a bit caught.
For our running game. Golden on the side of BSB.
It's a very minimal gold lead, but it is something. It's saying something.
It's saying something, but I think it's too early to really conclude anything here. Both teams are very much willing to take the fight here. Chester receives the ultimate down from the Grok. I think that is still too early. I think it would have better if he opened up with the power of nature, right?
Yes,
and maybe hold on to that ultimate. And, well, that's nice mirror there by BSB. For the mid, up top, they did go for a push.
Oh, missing once more on the Desert Sandstorm. The Desert Sandstorm will hit, but again, Desert Tornado, right?
Yeah.
I'm messing them up, the names. I feel like that's one thing, right? Even if you miss the Raging Sandstorm, you can make the Desert Sandstorm hit, the Raging Tornado hit. Okay, I'm messing it up.
Yep.
Never mind. Whatever. Next place solid are actually.
You're getting the skill names of Khalid wrong.
Yeah.
It's actually Sebakyu. Sebakyu, Sebaksusu,
Sebakyu.
Sebak Taiso, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here.
Yep.
Wilson gets destroyed quickly by the members of NXP. Next victim would be of Cup 1. Anna goes in. They're going one by one.
Oh!
It doesn't matter. Anna will be picked up by Chester. Trevor goes as he wants to assassinate H2. No more deadliness in the blade of this Natalia.
So you guys see already, right? How explosive a Dairoff lineup can be.
Yeah, I mean,
saw
in
the
terms of
damage?
melee matchup, yeah. Look at the damage here. Gillette instant replay.
Yeah, it's so sharp. The damage is real, and
Look at
they
the damage in
can't kill him because the sustain is real from this Dyrot as well. Although of course Drix did focus on getting the turtle, he traded his whole team for that buff.
Yeah. Actually, Dyrot is kind of squishy, but he's banking on winning trades.
Yes, and
You
he's
know?
banking on also to sustain.
Yeah.
He's getting the life steal, the
Yeah.
spell vamp.
I mean, if there's one weakness for Dyrot, you just control him and kite him back.
But
Yeah,
that
he
didn't
has
happen.
goodness. That didn't happen, and he's really, really effective against fighters. He's really, really effective against
Yeah,
fighters.
if you trade with the Dyrot more often than not, you will lose
Yeah.
because of the HP region,
Yeah.
the HP like the spell vamp.
Yes.
So it's a big deal for the Dyrot to avoid the crowd control, which is happening over and over again in this game. The Dyrot is freely walking around on the map,
Yeah.
and they can't deal with it.
All right. Get here. 10-6. Still, I think there is the lead here onto the side of BSB, so that's good for them. Nice side lane control here by Anna, and still that is still the same tempo here coming in from Trevor, just hiding on the brush, waiting maybe for a face check, maybe on Chester. Chester is actually using his ultimate just to burn down the
Preemptively.
early position here of
Yeah.
the Natalia. He's trying to
Wow.
guess where the Natalia is.
It is actually, it's pretty smart, I would
Very
say.
interesting play there, right, Chester? Yeah, I think that's smart. That is smart.
Too
That is
smart.
good. No, not too
He's
smart.
outplaying
He's just
himself.
really good. But that is
Yeah,
bad.
there you go.
That is bad. He did face check on that barrage. He received a full damage, fully channeled blood floods. He gets destroyed quick.
Yeah, I think because the ultimate just got out of cooldown,
Yeah.
so he was not able to position it properly yet. He
Yeah.
was not able to think about where to land it yet,
Yeah.
and BSB capitalized.
Yeah.
Despite winning the past 2 team fights, though, I feel like I'm surprised BSB is still ahead on gold.
Yeah. They're
Right?
controlling side lanes really well.
They're controlling
controlling
side lanes so
really
well.
Yeah. And not to mention, Drix is consistently farming. H2 here. Same as with H2. So, yep, we have a close game, I would dare say.
Very, very close
It
game.
will fall onto how these 4 players revolve and execute with regards to their main carry.
Yeah, and absolutely what's happening here is that their carries are both just so safe. 204 and 402.
Well, let's watch out, man. Right now, looking into the items, we get the Dyrot already with the Bloodlust Axe. Can actually start building defensively, you know.
Yep, and he is building defensively.
Yeah,
He's building the Leviathan something.
Yes.
The jungle
Yeah,
def
the
item.
defensive, yes, the jungle def item.
Oh man. That means he just
That's a
wants
beast killer. That's called beast killer. I think.
Beast killer.
Yeah,
Oh, there
that's
you
a
go.
beast killer. We have Vitality Crystal also on him. He also have the mallet. So in the defensive item direction and build path here for Rene J.
He's starting to look like he's the main tank here because of
Well,
what
he
he's
he
building.
might be. Yeah. Well, there's no choice actually.
He-
Again, if
yeah.
we're accounting for the original draft, it doesn't look like there is a tank for next play solid. So someone has to be. Right.
Someone
has
needs
pick
to
up.
step up, right? And it's working well. I think unless they build Deadly Blade early on, BSB's not gonna win on the regen game here. They
Yeah.
are going to suffer. Their HP is going to diminish throughout a continuous team fight,
Yes.
and they're gonna lose because of that. So NXP, they need to capitalize on this. They need to take those fights early on.
That was a mistake by Ana. But Trevor is trying to find the right timing. It is true. Nobody's checking that side brush there.
No one does check that side brush.
On the like the
The
closest
lower,
brush.
yeah, the
Right
lower,
onto
the lowest
base.
brush.
Yeah, where the Natalia always settles.
I think we mentioned that yesterday.
Yeah.
No, it's a pro player curse. No one checks that.
No checks, and also that means the leftmost or rightmost side brushes as well.
Yeah.
Those are the brushes, guys, that is barely checked by a lot of pro
And
players.
a lot of players are capitalizing on that, especially Natalia players like Greed.
Yeah, look at that Trevor.
Look at Trevor here. Rene J is gonna be there, and he doesn't care. He's so tanky.
Doesn't care.
He doesn't care. Look at
That's
that.
yeah, that is a Dyrot.
Yeah, that's a tough Dyrov to beat, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's Tokyo Ghoul.
They look the same, man. They look the same. So far, so good here for BSB. They are ahead, but they cannot invade. Somehow, they're having a hard time controlling the map against NXP. At least they're not invading into the big buffs. So maybe they're not that comfortable yet. They're not that confident that they can do anything they want on the map. But because of that, they will go for the neutral objective instead, which is, I think, NXP. They can hear this. They're trying to assemble the troops. Where are the enemy? Where are we going here? And we're gonna go. Apparently, we're going to a pause.
But at least we are into a game in a position wherein there is really no clear victor. For the most part, yes, the 5v5 team fights, if executed, so far it's winning onto the side of NXP. But I think it could have gone both ways because if a full-blown fight happens, for the most part, the Natalia is getting caught up. And members of BSB are going in one by one. But here's one very obvious strength of BSB that NXP is really respecting. It is of the assassination from Natalia.
That's true. I mean,
anytime they could lose one member.
Yeah.
Right?
And Chester is very aware of this.
Yeah.
He is really using all of the AoE that he can to try to expose where Trevor is.
Yes.
And it's taking
just using his game sense, just using his you know, he doesn't see anything.
Not even using the eyes. He's just using his ears. Like, where's the footsteps?
He's using his ultimate, no? Right? Just before, above, just to make sure that there is no Natalia there.
Yeah. And actually, it's working. It's working. They're losing, but it's working. The buffs are going to H2O.
Yeah.
Even if he's behind in kills, even if he's behind on farm, he is getting the objectives that they need.
And what I'm worrying here is, what if indeed BSB has the lead? And here we go again.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Right.
Replay
Right?
of yesterday.
If BSB has the lead, I mean, no problem with that. That is no surprise. BSB can take leads. BSB can win fights. But the problem is of how transitioning that lead to closing a game. Maybe this is a case of indeed BSB is again in the lead. They just cannot close the game.
Again, I would feel so bad.
Nowadays,
if this still happens, Shinbu, I mean, we need someone in BSB really needs to, rethink
there is some
their
heavy
strategy.
there is some heavy adjustment here required for the side of BSB. But here we go. We are back into the game, guys. Again, the series is already at match point in favor of NXP. If they got and close the series 2-0, they will head directly onto a 6-point skip.
That's a big deal.
That's a big spike in points.
Yep. And now it's going to be, again, the rest of NXP guessing where Trevor is. That question mark, exclamation point, not showing yet. And Trevor is being very careful to do
There
it.
we go.
Right away in the dive onto two people. That's a big mistake. Dives in on out of there with everything from Chester being expended.
Yeah.
Just the three. They can take down Trevor.
Sadly, no Curse of Crow. No was landed. Right. I think he did the Curse of Crow in
Second
point blank. In point blank position, I think in his own location there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a bit. He only has like 0.2 seconds reaction time.
Yeah.
So he had no choice.
1/4 of a second. And because no feathered airstrike was available, BSB, who made a quick sneak on taking a Lord.
Yep. I like doing calculations like that where you see that exclamation point, like how much space do you have to react? And the answer is there was almost none.
Yeah.
And I'm actually surprised that he was able to press that many buttons
Yes.
in that amount of time. I like that. But again, Trevor, he tested the waters and he saw that their defense is pretty tight.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good sign still for NXP. But because of that, BSB will get the Lord and it's walking on the top side.
Yeah, look at how NXP is setting this up. They are just making sure that they will be able to buddy up with H2 because if they kill the Natalia, they would win the fight. They would win the fight. All they need is to catch the Natalia. The number 10 pick on this draft.
Ooh,
quite game-changing.
Jungling Lord.
Jungling Lord.
Ladies and gents, we have a Jungling Lord and it's working. It's working well. It was because of obviously the Grok Wall, Guardian Barrier. Now the Lord is wailing on the tower. It's not a Luminous Lord, so it's easy to take care of.
Yes.
But still, that gives the minions a big boost in tankiness and power, and they'll use it to damage the towers.
There's a stun on Trevor. Bye-bye, Trevor.
Bye, Trevor.
Yep.
He's gone. There's no way you can get out of this one.
Yeah, of course, a very easy target there done by Yawi. Of course, members of BSB would have to keep their distance in. And that's the problem, as we mentioned, full-blown fight.
Full-blown team fights.
It's really very easy to catch the Natalia.
Yes, as long as you're not invisible, you're doing your job wrong, right? As a Natalia, if you can, they can see you before the fight, something's wrong, and that's what's happened here. However, of course, still a big gold lead for BSB.
Yeah.
They are around 8,000 gold lead. And this game is definitely something that can still be winnable for NXP, even behind that gold lead. So I think BSB is still the team that has more capability to make errors in this one, because they're the ones that has a lot of setup to do. Right? They need to set up the Guardian Barrier properly. They need to set up the Unstoppable Force properly. They also need to the Wild Charge, sorry, rather. And they also need to get Ana in a good position, so that Ana can make those Way of the Dragon pickups.
Yeah, big play. Ana here. They're setting up to wheels, and still Trevor was able to bait out big time. Members of BSB, they feel like maybe they can take this. No setup from Kapuan. He's still holding on.
What's happening to
the
Kapuan?
side. I think members of BSB are hesitating. There goes Trevor, and now Ana joins the party. It's gonna be that Natalia saying goodbye. Nice catch onto Trevor, but again, this is gonna be Renny J's show to take. They got Ana. They will tag him. That's gonna be Drake. Drake's onto the side. Flicker outdone for Ana, and it may be that this is not an H2 show, but it's
Renny J show.
Yeah, this is Renny J. The Dairot is if we get the Natalias, the threat here for BSB, it is gonna be the Dairot.
Yes, absolutely, man. Nextly Solid, they know how to capitalize on the Daira for sure. The problem here is they don't have any tools to deal with it yet. And again, in this fight, I have to comment, what is happening? Why is Cap1 hesitating so much?
Yeah. They could have initiated that earlier, or they could have baited more spells.
Way earlier.
Even
on MB.
Yeah, they were
waiting for the Ana to
Pero
rotate.
remember, if they are waiting for Ana, members of NXP are also waiting for Renny J, right?
That's true.
So
it did not work out well.
Yeah, they have to be very wary of that Renny J Dairot. But still, the good part here for BSB, they have the better control, they have the better lead, they may have the better vision of this map, and maybe just take this Luminous Lord.
Yep, Luminous Lord this time around, and NXP, they're ahead because they kind of scouted the positions already before it starts. So they will have a bit of an advantage, but MB is on the top lane. He cannot really respond right away, so they will kind of just want to stay defensive on this one. Yep. Yawi is there on the leading bush. He will have full vision of this whole Lord pit, and he is seeing that BSB is also nowhere to be found. Like, okay.
Yeah, reset on the Lord.
Reset here, and this time it's gonna be a full-blown Lord take. Here we go, Yawi.
Very
looking for a way
interesting.
in.
NXP wants to 2-0 this. Look at that. They're making sure that they want to see Trevor.
That's true.
They're grouping up. They're grouping up so that there is no flank position for Trevor.
Yep. The only one that can be targeted by Trevor here is Yawi. And you can't take him out.
And yeah, not a good target.
You can't do that.
Carmilla. Still not a good target. Still not a good target.
Yeah, they're still trying.
Yeah, they actually landing a lot of card control on Yawi, but again, we keep mentioning not a good target.
Not a good target.
Carmilla, that is late game Carmilla.
Yep. This is something that you cannot easily take down. Like, look at Trevor. He's trying it, but nothing's happening. And it's going to be Wilson.
One tag onto Drix, and that's it. That's gonna be MP. He wants to complete the kill. Everybody goes all in towards MP, and Yawi zones them out. That leaves freedom for H2 and also Renny J to destroy the members here of BSB.
He's gonna do everything.
Ana is just dancing around. Maybe catch someone there, and
no one saw that.
Actually, bump his face on that wall, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. MB and Chester play.
Dude, NXP allowed H2O to go for free hit. That's how well they are doing this.
Yes.
And the 2-0 is waving, absolutely. Now, Trevor, he's the only one left here that can actually do something. Ana is following suit.
Let's see the setup of Ana.
This Lord is going to be very critical, so Ana wants to look for Chester, and he finds it. Way of the Dragon into the Lord pit and takes him out.
That's 1-for-1. That's 1-for-1. MB now zones out. There is no steal that will come in from Trevor, and the Lord will be secured by the members of NXP. Totally expected. Actually, I still believe that is a nice trade there by BSB. They're able to get a kill onto Chester.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's quite beautiful. Way of the Dragon to the Blood Floods.
Yep.
But they cannot commit they cannot commit anymore.
Yeah, that was
BSB.
one guy. You take care of Chester. What? You have so many targets to deal with still. You still need to deal with H2O.
Yeah.
Still need to deal with MB. Now you
Oh.
don't have any crowd control left. Because Capon died instantly in that
Yeah.
fight.
If there is Goldberg, we got the halberd here on Renny J, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
No, it's full core item now
There's
on the Dyrot that
yep.
totally cancels out the regeneration. I mean, not totally, but it
if
it counters the Thams, right?
yeah, if Anna decides to go for you as well, he also has the Sea Halberd.
Yeah.
The MB's gonna have a hard time. Renny J is gonna have a hard time.
Yeah.
Same with Yawi.
Yeah.
With the regen. So here's the Lord. It's a luminous one. It is very tough. They are taking out tower in the mid lane, and
Yeah.
Chester is back on the field. He is able to clear waves a lot. And question, here's the siege from NXP.
And that was some ballsy ultimate there by Chester. Actually, Trevor is just hovering around down under. But let us see, ladies and gentlemen. Look at H2. He is committing to go for the push. They might complete this one. No minion wave. Here comes Trevor. But look at the health here of BSB. Quickly deleting the Thams along with Natalia. And let's see here as the next one will be Anna. And also dashing towards Chester. It doesn't matter. H2 gets the kill and murder against the members of BSB. Minion waves will be coming in for the mid and also for the top.
Now, I think this game is a statement on why Grok is not that viable anymore.
Yeah.
People know how to deal with this. And it's showing that Kapan's showing that it's not that effective yet.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a little hesitant.
And again, it's not just Dyrot, man. It's not just the damage of the Dyrot. Also the AoE of Dyrot.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean,
This guy is just so good.
yeah, multi-target on the AoEs of
The Grok is
Dyrot.
just something that you cannot use anymore.
Yeah, kind of reminds you of the Yuzong, right? Whenever he spins.
Right.